In this story, we have someone struggling with a relationship issue. She is in relations with a guy and wants it to become something more, but he seems to be taking the situation lightly. Let's listen to her story and see what happens.
The title of this post is, "He said he wasn't ready for something serious, then jumped into a relationship with another girl." I, 29 female, met a guy on an app, 34 male. Let me preface this by saying I have never had a serious boyfriend, but am trying my best to be vulnerable now and date with this intention. His profile said looking for a relationship. We went on some dates and he planned them well, spent a lot of money on me, complimented me a lot, remembered everything I said, my friends' names, etc. Conversation seemed good and fun, he seemed to enjoy my company and my values. I was not incredibly attracted to him, but he seemed mature, sweet, and a good listener, so I gave him a chance. After a few dates, we ended up sleeping together. We don't live close, and we both live at home. I am in grad school, so this is temporary, but yes, it isn't ideal and presents challenges. He is living at home with both parents apparently because him and his ex-girlfriend broke up 6 months ago and he wanted to let her have the apartment. Anyway, after we had sex he didn't text me for many days. I felt insecure and texted him asking if everything was alright. He said it was, he just isn't ready for something serious so soon after his breakup, but wants to keep seeing me and seeing what it could develop into because he really likes me and is very attracted to me. He even said that his parents know about me. Anyway, so every time I saw him since, we started getting intimate. He bought us a hotel room after we would go to dinner, since his parents were home. It felt a bit weird, and I offered to help, but he said money was not an issue. He was a lot more into the sex, whereas for me it felt a bit forced. He would never go down on me even though I did for him, which made the sex painful at times as I wasn't turned on enough. Despite all this, I really wanted it to work because I liked his personality and he seemed to be putting in some effort into planning things and making sure I had a good time, unlike many guys. Things remained very surface level in conversation though, which was unusual. So after the last time with the hotel, he followed up a bunch telling me how sexy I am and how good of a time he had. I reciprocated and told him the same. Then, he went distant again. I initiated again and asked what was up with him, does he have plans, suggested we do something, and he was super distant and cold. So I deleted his number and gave up. Admittedly, I did some lurking on his Instagram account and saw he was following a girl, 26 female, from before we started seeing each other, who seemed to be away on a trip at the time of our first date. So I figured they reconvened and he lost interest in me because I pieced together he was going on dates with her as well. It felt like he was really limiting his time with me as we were only seeing each other once a month, which is incredibly slow even though we lived an hour apart. Him and the other girl live an hour apart as well. I put in a lot of effort to come to him all the time even though I don't have a car and had to take the train. Then, a week later he messages out of the blue saying, "Am I going to see you again?" I said, "I have been wondering the same thing. But I kind of need someone who wants to see each other more than once a month." No response. He completely ghosted me. Couple weeks later. Now, I see he is official with the other girl on Instagram, they go on trips together, he's meeting her friends, they are fully in a relationship. She is a couple years younger than me, but we look freakishly similar. I would understand if I just wasn't his type, but we are almost exact, petite/skinny, light brown hair, pale skin, youthful/young looking/have a bit of a baby face, dress similarly, similar features. I wonder if I did something wrong, or if it's that this girl has her own place, or what went wrong here. I am honestly so hurt because my attraction for him grew and the entire thing was just so confusing. I don't often sleep with someone and it feels like he misled me. I'm just so sick of always being the second choice. I'm sad and angry and feel like if it ends with her, he would reach back out to me as if nothing happened. Guys tend to treat me like this and it makes me feel like I'm not good enough to have a boyfriend. I know I should have walked away when he went distant the first time. I feel so embarrassed and pathetic that I got used and took him at his word of just wanting to take things slow. He is under no obligation to keep dating me, but I hate that he couldn't even man up and actually end it. Thanks to anyone who read this whole post. TLDR, older guy I was seeing just got out of a long-term relationship, so wanted to keep seeing each other but not ready for a relationship, immediately commits to someone else publicly weeks later. Where do I always go wrong in being hookup material but not girlfriend?
Let's see what some of the commenters say. You didn't mess up. It was an oversight. Feelings will almost always get involved in these types of situations. The best you can do is focus on yourself and seek out guys who are more about you when you're ready. Some of the best advice I've seen is, if someone says they aren't serious or ready, you should believe them. Even if he pursues this other girl, it isn't the fault of you, and he still wasn't taking it seriously if he was pursuing you. People will tell on themselves in the weirdest ways, and you shouldn't have to sit back and torture yourself with the what-ifs.
I date people that don't want to jump on a relationship. I am not in a rush, so for me we can take our time before we commit. The thing most of the time is people don't want a relationship with you. Not because you did something, but maybe the time is wrong, they like someone more, whatever. What I try to do is remembering that I agree with the time and I can go out, if the relationship I am in does not satisfy me. If I stayed is because I got something from it while lasted. I also try to remember that I am not entitled to the outcome I desire. If I was not deceived or lied and the guy realized he wanted something else with someone else, he is entitled to follow that, and my time and my investment is my responsibility. Sure, it sucks to create expectations and see them crashing. But the more I see as the only person responsible for my future, the best it has been to me. I am currently dating a guy who wants to take things slow. I agreed with that. If he is too slow to me, I can leave. That's it.
We at Meeca talk, see and feel the pain this woman is suffering from. We hope that she is able to find closure and move on to someone who will truly care for her and give her the level of relationship she is looking for. During her times of uncertainty and struggles, if she, or anyone you know, have no one to talk to, they can visit us at meecatalk.com, where we have a virtual talk service that will help listen to your problems.